And a big welcome back to the 2019 NWAC Softball Championships. Hello, everybody. I'm Wes Tucker. I'm keeping you company over here on Field 1 as we got a matchup between the Spokane Sasquatch, the 15-ranked seed, versus number 7 seed, Douglas Royals. First batter is Casey Wright, and she is going to take a called strike to kick things off here. And Douglas had to take down Wenatchee Valley to get to this point. Spokane toppled number 2 seed Mount Hood. And correction, the first 2 pitches are balls. 2-0 the count. And the 2-0 to right. And Spokane pulling off a momentous upset. And now a 2-1 pitch going to be on the way. Again, the pitcher, Clausen, missing downstairs, 3-1. And Clausen, very respectable performance this year in the Eastern Conference, as the 3-1 pitch is going to be just low for a walk to right. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Emily Sherritt. So Sherritt to the plate will take ball 1 to kick things off here. And Sherritt this season hitting .390. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. Two and one the count. Again, Douglas, much higher ranked seed. Let's see if Spokane can keep that magic going that got them through the first round. This one is flared over the third baseman's head, and it's going to be a single following the leadoff walk.
Next to bat for Douglas, number 4, Janessa Hansen.
And that is going to bring up Janessa Hansen. Hansen, very respectable, .442 on the season. Shows bunt pulls back and takes ball 1. And now awaiting the 1-0 pitch on the way. Ball up, 2 balls and no strikes. And apologies for the dead air. Still trying to fill in lineups here. Both teams were very late in turning in lineups. And the 2-0 pitch is going to be taken downstairs. And a throw down to shortstop is no good. So 3-0 is the count. 2 runners on base. And now the 3-0 on the way, and there's a called strike. And now the 3-1 on the way from Clausen, missing upstairs, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Bit of an inauspicious start for Clausen and the Sasquatch, and now we got a brief second as the catcher and pitcher going to have a quick conversation. And not the way anybody wants to start off. Pitch on the way. There's a called strike at the knees from Clausen, able to come back. No balls and 1 strike. Douglas in fantastic position to open up some scoring here. Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Shelby Kwok this season hit 4 home runs, had 40 RBI. Big producer for the Royals, the exact person they want up in this situation, as the 0-2 pitch from Clausen. It's going to be taken outside, ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes the count. Clausen trying to nibble off the corner. And the 1-2 swung on and popped straight up and back off of the backstop. So 1-2, the count remains. And now the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there is out number 1 on the strikeout of Shelby Kwok. I'll bring up McKinley Kalbeck. Kalbeck, a sophomore this year, didn't hit any home runs, had 23 RBI, hitting .348. Pitch on the way. It's a ball that skips into the plate. The count, 1 ball and no strikes. In a huge first out. And now the 1-0 pitch on the way. There's a fastball. It's down below the knees, and that one's going to skip away. And they're going to have to hold the runners everywhere as the shortstop did a fantastic job. That's Anstrom out there to get behind third and stop the ball from rolling to the outfield. And now the 1-1. On the way, here's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Couple of huge pitches there. Callback in the hole, 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right. Count remains 1-2. And we will have one more broadcasted game for you here today. And that is going to be North Idaho and Clackamas. It's 1-2. Hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call. Got her looking. There's 2 down. Boy, talk about rising to the occasion. The first 3 hitters reach base, and then you strike the next 2 out. Absolutely beautiful piece of work. And there's a quality strike to start out the next at-bat. That is Casey Garreau. So 0-1 the count. Clausen into her motion. And there's a called ball outside. It looked like, I thought I heard strike for a minute, but it turns out it went outside. So 1-1 is your count. And there's a called strike. So 1-2, Clausen into her motion. Big pitch. And just down low. Beautiful pitch by Clausen. And 2-2. Goes the count. Boy, this would be some show of force. Putting the first 3 on and then coming back to get the next 3. No damage. That would be something special. The 2-2. Swinging a high pop-up that will leave the field of play. to the right side. 2-2 the count remains. Garreau on the year hit .414. She had 1 home run and 21 RBI. Downstairs. So the count runs full. Biggest pitch of the inning right here. Runners will get a little bit of a head start. We'll see how this plays out here. The big payoff pitch on the way. Hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call. Got her looking. My goodness. Clausen. What a show of force. No runs. 1 hit in the inning. 3 left on. We'll be right back. Home first after this.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
On we go, home half of inning number 1, and Spokane pulling off a miracle, some improbable odds, putting the first 3 runners on base and then striking out 3 in a row. No runs came through in that top of the first inning, and here's a little floater out to right center field, and that is going to hold up long enough for Stolten to get there. Out number 1, so 1 pitch. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Tabitha Bartolo. So Bartolo will come to the dish as we take a quick look at our starting pitcher today. That is Jessica Pod-Scanley. And the first pitch will miss upstairs. Again, the sophomore pitcher gave up a total of 103 runs. She struck out 220 hitters. 3.19 ERA, and misses outside 2-0 to Bartolo. And one of the harder throwers in the NWAC this year is Pod-Scanley. Bartolo hitting .418 on the season. Swing, and there's a little looper into center. That's going to be a base hit. And Bartolo on board for Spokane. And Spokane came into this game ranked number 15. They took down the number 2 seed, the Mount Hood Community College Saints, in the first round of play today. And now a big opportunity to see if they can take down the number 7 seed as well. Them being the Douglas Royals, our friends from north of the border. Pitch on the way. There's a fastball missing up, and the count 1-0. Runner on first base. Bartolo is 12 for 13 in the stolen base category this season. And now the 1-0 offering to Gracie Olson. Olson swings, ground ball. That's going to sneak through the left side. And Bartolo will be held up at second, so back-to-back hits for the Spokane Sasquatch. And that will bring up Christian Anstrom.
At the plate now for the Sasquatch,
Anstrom, a sophomore this year, .420 batting average. Hit 2 home runs, has 42 RBI on the year. See if they elect to play small ball or keep rolling. And the first pitch will be taken outside. No sign of bunt being shown. Corner infield playing in, anticipating that bunt. And the 1-0 missing outside as well. In Spokane earlier today, again taking down the Mount Hood Saints and doing so by a score of 11-7. And the 2-0 swing, and there's a chopper towards shortstop. They go to third for the easy out. And Anstrom's going to reach on the fielder's choice. It's going to be a 6-5 put out for out number 2, and that's going to bring up Angie Porcayo. So Porcayo comes up, batting .359, 1 home run. And now needs a quick second to tie her shoelace, it would seem. And the pitch on the way. There's a fastball right down Broadway, a called strike. And the count 0-1. We'll see if Douglas is able to get out of the first inning unscathed as well. And the 0-1 pitch. Little changeup that's lined and caught at second base. Beautifully taken care of, and that is going to retire the side. So for Spokane, no runs, 2 hits in the inning, no errors and 2 runners left on base. We go to the second, 0-0 in Spokane.
I chose Centralia College for a couple reasons. Financially, it was just the best option for me. Some colleges that will have people redshirting as a freshman, but you don't get to do that here. You go right into playing, developing your skills and your talents. You're gonna have fun and you're gonna learn a lot. My name is Britzy Hockett. I play softball at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
My name is Felix Bunton, and I am a CT technologist, and I work at Inland Imaging. I worked 3 jobs during the program, and I had a baby going in, and then I had another baby while in the program. Not recommended. Finished, like I said, in June of '09. I had a job right out the gate. SEC, it's great. The program stemmed from something that was already in the community. Coming from the military, I've always been kind of a service-oriented person, always wanted, to help. I'm Felix Bunton, and this is my college, my community.
7, 8, 9 due up here in the top half of inning number 2 for the Douglas Royals. It will be Kiana Olson to lead things off. Clausen into her motion. Pitch on the way. Check swing, but a called strike anyway at home plate. 0-1. It's going to be Olson, Menard, and Stolen due up in this half inning. And Clausen able to escape a bases-loaded no-out jam in the first inning. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So we take a look at some of the stats from Clausen this season. She struck out 109 hitters, and her ERA rests at 6.22. The 0-2 pitch, hang the K backwards. Strike 3 called, got her looking. And that is strikeout number 4 on the evening for Clausen. So Hannah Menard will bat next. Menard on the season, batting average of .264, one of the lower this year. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. Clausen has done a fantastic job commanding both the inner and outer corner. And now the 0-1 on the way. Clausen from the motion. There's a fastball. Same location, called strike 2. So now in the hole, 0-2, Menard, the third baseman for the Royals, awaits the pitch. There's a fastball missing up, bringing the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. On deck, Stoylan. And the 1-2 pitch swung on. That ball's hit well down the right field line. It's going to tail foul. But Brooks Stolen waiting on deck, another 200 hitter, back-to-back, 264 and 245. Meanwhile, Clausen looking for strikeout number 5. All the outs collected by Spokane to this point have come via the strikeout. And the 1-2 skips in the dirt, 2-2 the count. And Menard, the 8-hole hitter. 9 holes, Stoylan waiting on deck, followed by the top of the order. And the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and now the ball gets away from the catcher. Throw to first is in time. Boy, it looked like there was some confusion there from Menard, but the strikeout is completed. And that is strikeout number 5 on the evening for Clausen. So Brooks Stolen comes to the plate, the freshman center fielder. Played in 43 games this year, and her first pitch is a fastball that looked to be just below the knees, ball 1. Spokane has their 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up in their half of the second. And the 1-0 pitch misses down and in, 2-0. And 2 walks were issued by Clausen in the first inning, as well as 1 base hit. And now the 2-0 pitch. Clausen through the motion, swung on and belted foul to the right side. And the count 2-1. And Stolen with 3 triples on the season, as well as 1 home run, drove in 29. And the 2-1. Fastball called strike on the outside corner. And the count runs even, 2-2. Deuces are wild here in the top half of inning number 2. 2-2 with 2 away. And the 2-2 pitch up and away. Count runs full, 3-2. And seeing an unfamiliar sight here as the sun has come out to play. And it was raining all day yesterday. Had to postpone the tournament start until today. Rained a little bit this morning. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 6 strikeouts and 6 outs collected for Spokane. 1, 2, 3, they go. Home second, 0-0 after this.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence. I trust my gut. No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication. Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
And be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
We see you. Be your resourceful self at Clark College. We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest.
So on we go now to the home half of inning number 2 as Clausen's putting on a clinic in the circle today for Spokane. See if the offense can get rolling. Lori Jones to lead things off. The second baseman swings, and here's a little blooper in the shallow right center. Diving play made by the center fielder, stolen. How about that? My goodness, stolen, steals it away. And there's one gone here into the home second. Boy, it looks like we're in for an old-fashioned pitcher's duel today as Melina Mendoza steps to the plate. The first baseman swings and grounds it foul just out of reach of the third baseman, Menard. And Mendoza over the course of the 2019 season put up some good numbers. .310 batting average. And check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire, and no appeal. So 1-1 remains the count. And we'll have one more broadcasting game for you tonight. And that's going to be between North Idaho and Clackamas. This ball is grounded foul down the first baseline. The count 1-2. In Clackamas in an absolute shootout with Centralia. That game ended by a score of 13-8. And the 1-2 pitch missing outside. Meanwhile, looking back at stats here on field one, a total of 8 runs have been scored all day. And a 7-0 victory for Olympic, and then a 1-0 victory for Walla Walla. The 2-2 outside, 3-2 now. You can see the concern in the face of Pod Scanley there. And now she'll deal a 3-2 offering to Mendoza. Pironi on deck, pitch is fouled back. And the count remains full 3-2. And Mendoza, the sophomore first baseman. Slugging percentage of .379. And the payoff pitch on the way. Swung on, beaten into the ground. First baseman Olsen there for it. She'll take it to the bag herself, and there's 2 gone. 3 unassisted for out number 2, and that's going to bring up Brooklyn Pironi. Pironi, freshman outfielder who's hitting .235 on the season. A few low batting average for the Douglas Royal starting 9. Matter of fact, the highest batting average, .432, and that's Raylene Nahulu. And the first pitch misses high and away, ball 1. Are in Spokane. Nahulu's their leadoff hitter. Didn't get a chance to introduce her. She flied out on the first pitch of the game. At least on the offensive side of Spokane. And 2 away. And a 2-0 count to Pironi. Allison Hotchalter on deck. And there's a called strike. Hotchalter, the designated player who is hitting for Clausen. And the 2-1. Taken upstairs. 3 balls and a strike. So we'll see if the Spokane lineup can get something going with 2 outs here. 3-1. Opportunity to look for something to hit hard. And didn't have a home run over the course of the year. And swings. Here's a little tapper toward third. Fielded cleanly by Menard. Thrown across him plenty of time. And that is the end of this half inning. 1, 2, 3. Go Spokane. We have played a couple full innings, and we have a 0-0 score. Back after this.
My name is Edwin. I'm a nursing student at North Idaho College. I want to be a nurse practitioner. I'm a senator for the student government. I am dedicated I am a scientist. I am a leader. I am NIC.
My name's Trish. I'm a communication major at North Idaho College. I love music, dance, and videography. I want to work as a social media director. I'm creative, I'm an artist, I'm ambitious. I am NIC.
Clark College in Vancouver, Washington is enrolling for summer quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more. Find success at Pierce College. Selected as one of the top 5 best community colleges in the nation, Pierce College offers more than 60 programs of study. Get started today at one of the nation's premier community colleges. Apply online at www.pierce.ctc.edu. Pierce College. Possibilities realized.
Top of the third inning and the top of the order due up for the Douglas Royals. Casey Wright finds her way back to the dish. She walked in her first plate appearance today. Infield drawn in, expecting a bunt. Pitch on the way, and she will take a called strike on the low outside corner. Meanwhile, around the rest of the Dwight Merkle Sports Complex, we got a 0-0 score between Big Bend and Columbia Basin. Meanwhile, Wenatchee and Mount Hood are 0-0 in the second inning, and Olympic and Edmonds tied 1-1 in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch. Another beautiful fastball at the knees, the count 0-2. And Clausen with 6 strikeouts so far here in the third inning. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled straight back, so the count remains 0-2. In Douglas and Spokane, Olympic and Edmonds, the 2A bracket games going on right now. Big Bend, Columbia Basin, Wenatchee, and Mount Hood all facing elimination. And the 0-2. Fastball high and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield going back to normal depth. Not anticipating a bunt with 2 strikes. And the next 0-2 offering. Fouled back again. Count remains 0-2. On deck is Emily Sherritt. And the top 3 hitters in the Douglas order have reached base today, either via a walk or a hit. Since then, it's been all Clausen. And fastball just missing outside. Beautiful pitch. And a 2-2 count now to the top of the order. Right in left field. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and they're going to throw to first anyway to secure the out, it seems. And that is strikeout number 7 for Clausen. 7 outs recorded, 7 Ks in the book for Clausen. Pitch on the way, and there's a fastball missing downstairs to Sherritt. The count, 1 ball and no strikes. And the 1-0 on the way. Fastball missing up, and the count 2-0. And Sherritt managed to pick up a base hit in her first plate appearance today. And the 2-0. Fastball right down Broadway, a called strike. And it looks like there was a violation out there in the circle, so that means it'll go 3-0. So the 3-0 offering. And ball 4. So for the second time, Sherritt finds herself on base. And that's going to bring up Janessa Hansen, the second baseman, who also drew a walk in her first plate appearance in the first inning. And Clausen through the motion. Bunt placed down, and they are going to be able to get the out at first. So that is the first out that has been recorded that is not a strikeout. It appears that Clausen is human after all. So 2 away and a runner in scoring position. Here comes Shelby Quack. Quack hitting .423 on the season, and her pitch is going to be taken on the outside corner, called strike 1. Total of 4 home runs. Kiana Olsen led the Royals in home runs with 5 this year. The 0-1 swung on and fouled back, and the count's now 0-2. Runner in scoring position, that is Sherritt. And the 0-2 on the way. Swung on and shot back. And the count remains 0-2. Callback waiting on deck. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So another strikeout for Clausen. Side is retired. So 1 runner left on base, and that is it. On we go to the home third, still 0-0. Home half of inning number 3, Spokane with their 9-1-2 hitters due up. Allison Hochhalter will lead things off, followed by Nahulu. And the first offering from Pod Scanley here in the third is going to be swung on and grounded towards second base. Played easily by Hansen. Throw to first in plenty of time. And 1 gone on 1 pitch here in the third inning. Still a 0-0 score. We've got ourselves a good pitching and defensive matchup. A runner in scoring position in the last half inning for the Douglas Royals, but they could not bring her in. And now the offering to Nahulu, who flied out in her first appearance, takes ball 1 downstairs. Was a fly out to center, as a matter of fact. Tabitha Bartolom waiting on deck. And the 1-0. Swing, ground ball towards second, waiting for it again. Hansen throw to first in time. So 2 putouts for Hansen in this half inning. Tabitha Bartolo. Bartolo reached base via a single in her first at-bat today. And will run up and take ball 1. She was put out at third on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. And now the 1-0 offering from Pod Scanley. Missing up and away, the count 2-0. Again, blue sky and sunshine now in Spokane. It's the 2-0 pitch, swung on and grounded towards shortstop, picked up, the throw across is way over the head. On her way to second goes Bartolom, and she's in there. It was going to be a base hit and an errored throw. There was no way they could have gotten her at first base. It's going to be an error on the shortstop, Sherritt. And now Gracie Olson, an opportunity to put Spokane on the board here with a base hit. Olson singled in her first plate appearance, and the first pitch is swung on. That ball's hit well to right center field. One hopping off the wall. A run is going to score. Olson on her way to second. She's going to be waved toward third. Ball's cut off. Throw to third is not in time. It's an RBI triple for Olson in Spokane. Breaks through with the first run of the ball game. So 1-0 Sasquatch here in the third. And now the offering to Anstrom. Reached base on a fielder's choice in her last at bat and takes ball 1 downstairs. And it's going to look like runs are going to be at a premium in this contest. So we'll see how far one run can take Spokane. Runner on third, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on ground ball to first. There waiting for it is Olson. She'll take it to the bag herself. 3 unassisted for the third out. But Spokane comes through with 1 run in the inning. 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We played 3 full, and Spokane leads 1-0. Back after this.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Baden, the official ball of you.
Number 4 coming your way now. Douglas finds themselves trailing by a 1 run, courtesy of the Olson triple in the home third. And Callback is the first hitter. She'll foul the first pitch she sees away to the left side. Looked to be an off-speed pitch from Clausen, who has struck out 8 of the 9 outs recorded by Spokane to this point. And now the 0-1 pitch on the way. And that skips in, and that's going to hit callback. So a hit batter. And Douglas has their leadoff hitter on base. Big opportunity here for Casey Garreau. Garreau on the year hit .414 with 1 home run. See if Clausen can get out of another jam potentially. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes a called strike, and runner's not going anywhere. And we'll get an update from around the rest of the complex in just a moment. It's Clausen into motion, the 0-1 to Garreau. Swing, and here's a fly ball to straightaway left, calling for it and making the easy grab is Nahulu, 1 down. We take a look around. Big Bend leads Columbia Basin 2-0 in that elimination contest. Mount Hood leads Wenatchee 1-0 in that elimination contest. Meanwhile, the other A bracket matchup, Olympic, currently leads Edmonds 4-1. So Spokane with 1 away. Off-speed pitch, missing badly upstairs. And that is Kiana Olsen. Struck out looking in her first at-bat. Olsen hit .376 and takes a called strike. 1-1. She led the Royals in the power category with 5 home runs. And the 1-1 upstairs with the fastball, 2 balls and a strike. Runner on first is Callback. Check swing and a full swing, says the home plate umpire. So the count runs 2-2. So we take a look. Callback was 1 for 2 in stolen bases this year. The 2-2 offering swung on and rocketed foul toward the Douglas dugout. Count remains 2-2. And you can see Clausen now shielding the sun with her throwing hand there. Sun is getting a little more intense. This begins to set behind us. The 2-2. Hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call. Got her looking. Second time this game we've written a backwards K next to Olsen's name. And that is going to bring back up Hannah Menard. Menard, victim of a strikeout in her last at-bat, had to be secured with a throw down to first, however. 2 away, Clausen into her motion. Swung on, there's a high fly ball to fairly deep right field, chasing it back at the wall, and did she make it? Oh my goodness, she made the catch! Holy Toledo at the wall, crashing into the fence. What a play! And that will retire the side as they strand the leadoff walk. Back in Spokane after this.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
I chose Centralia College for a couple reasons. Financially, it was just the best option for me. Some colleges that will have people redshirting as a freshman, but you don't get to do that here. You go right into playing, developing your skills and your talents. You're gonna have fun and you're gonna learn a lot. My name is Britzy Hockett. I play softball at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
Let's see, I graduated from high school in 2008, went to UW for a year, came back to Spokane. You know, graduated, wasn't really sure what I was gonna do, so I headed to Spokane Falls. I feel like the energy in Spokane is evolving. Having a good, accessible college right here in town is a really important part of that. So I just started working at Helvetica, which is a local design firm. The Falls definitely prepared me for getting a good job right out of college.
My name is Morgan Lynch. This is my college, my community.
Home half inning number 4 now. Angie Porcayo all set to lead off. And again, the last half inning saved with an absolute web gem. Brooklyn Pironi. And the first offering of the home fourth on the way to Porcayo. A fastball that misses downstairs and perhaps outside. 1-0 the count. And Podscanley touched for 1 run thus far on 4 hits. And the 1-0 fastball missing outside as well. 2 balls and no strikes. It is the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. Porcayo, Jones, and Mendoza. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball upstairs, 3-0. And Podscanley, over 200 strikeouts through the regular season. And the 3-0 offering, fastball upstairs, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk issued to Porcayo by Podscanley. And Lori Jones will come to the plate. Jones flew out to center field in her first trip to the plate today. And the pitch on the way. Here's a fastball catching the outside corner, a called strike 1. And one more broadcasted game for you today right here on Field 1. It's going to feature North Idaho and Clackamas. This ball is lofted straight away right field. Making the catch is Guru, and there's 1 gone. That'll bring Melina Mendoza back up to the dish. Mendoza grounded out to the first baseman Olson in her first trip to the plate. And Podscanley into her motion, pitch on the way, off speed, missing outside, perhaps high. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner, knotting up the count, 1-1. So 1-1 runner on first, that is Porcayo. And the 1-1 pitch swung on and rocketed foul to the right side. Count 1-2. Porcayo was 5 for 5 in stolen base attempts this last season. And Podscanley ready with the 1-2. Fastball missing badly outside, 2-2. On deck is Brooklyn Pironi, the hero of the last half inning. And the 2-2 inside. And now some lip being given by Hanson, the second baseman, to the home plate umpire. And 3-2 the count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that'll bring up Brooklyn Pironi. Getting robbed a home run to end the last half inning. Took the fence down with her, but she was able to make a spectacular grab. And now the pitch on the way. Fastball missing upstairs. And Hanson again chirping from her spot at second base. It's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball called strike on the outside corner. Saw a little bit of that last game where the Walla Walla center fielder was disagreeing with home plate umpire Kelsey Lawrence. The 1-1 swung on and beaten foul down the third base side. Count 1-2. In the fifth inning, Douglas has their 9-1 and 2 hitters due up. 1-2 the count. Pitch on the way from Pod Scanley. Hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call. Got her looking. So runner leapt on with the leadoff walk, but no hits, no runs, and no errors. We played 4 complete, and it's 1-0 Spokane. Back after this.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence. I trust my gut. No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication. Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Fans, don't forget to check out the official tournament merchandise for t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC. Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more.
So on we go now to the top half inning, number 5, 9-1-2 due up for the Douglas Royals. It's going to be Brooke Stolen due up. First offering from Clausen to Stolen, a fastball right below the knees, ball 1. Quality pitch to open things up. Stolen 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the 1-0 downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And on deck, top of the order, and Casey Wright. As Clausen goes into her motion, the 2-0 pitch. Upstairs, 3-0 now. And Clausen was able to survive a leadoff hit by pitch in the last half inning of defense. And the 3-0. On the way. Fastball called strike right down the middle. So 3-1. We'll see if they uncork Stolen here. Look for something she can destroy. 3-1. Fastball downstairs, ball 4. And there have been a fair few base runners for the Douglas Royals, but only 1 hit for them thus far. A hit batter paired with 4 walks have accounted for 5 of their 6 base runners. And now Clausen misses downstairs with her first offering to Casey Wright, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk thus far. And North Idaho and Clackamas take field one next. 1-0. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes a called strike, and the count 1-1. Casey Wright playing left field for the Royals. And now the 1-1. Puts it foul down the third baseline, and the count 1-2. Trying to take a softer approach to avoid a double play. Instead, it goes foul, and now she's in the hole 1-2. On deck is Emily Sherritt, who is 1 for 1. And the 1-2. Swinging a tapper toward third, fielded cleanly. Throw across the diamond is in time. And they get the speedy Wright at first base. But going to second is Stolen. Boy, you have so little time to think, let alone pick up a ball and throw it when Wright's tearing her way down the first baseline. Great job by Olsen to stay collected. And now the first pitch, going to be a called strike to Sherritt. 1 for 1 with a single. She's also drawn a walk today. And the 0-1 from Clausen. Called strike 2. And great job by the catcher, Porcayo, just looking the runner back, not falling for any delayed steal tactics. However, the center fielder, Bartolo, is covering second. And now the 0-2. Fastball missing low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck is Janessa Hansen, the second baseman. And the 1-2 swung on and flared foul to the left side. Count 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Fastball missing upstairs to knot the count up 2-2. And 1 away, and that was the ground out of Casey Wright. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball outside, count runs full. Three and 2. The count to the dangerous hitting shortstop. Had 26 RBI on the year. And the payoff pitch. Fastball missing downstairs, ball 4, 2 on. So now Janessa Hansen will come to the plate. Hansen, the Royals' second baseman, is 0 for 1 today with a ground out to first base. And now her first offering, low and in, ball 1. Hansen hit .442 on the year with 1 home run, 42 RBI. This is the hitter they want up with a runner in scoring position as the 1-0 pitch skips in for ball 2. 2-0 the count. And now Hansen can look for something to hit hard, to say the least. Two and 0 the count. Downstairs, 3-0. Boy, digging herself a big hole is Clausen. Douglas at least trying to tie it up here in the top half of the 5th inning. And while we have a lull in the action here, let's check in on the rest of the games going on. Big Bend still leading Columbia Basin 2-0. Olympic tied with Edmonds 4-4 that game in the 5th inning. Mount Hood leading Wenatchee 1-0 in the 5th. So a couple of close games going on. Well, 4 close games to be completely candid. And now the 3-0 pitch from Clausen right down Broadway, a called strike, and Hansen did not agree. So 3-1. Good count to look to do some damage for Hansen. 3-1 pitch. Fastball upstairs. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. Now bring up Shelby Quack, the Douglas catcher. We've seen Clausen pull off a miracle before, escaping a bases-loaded no-out situation in the first. And her first pitch to Quack, swung on. There's a little flare toward left field, and that's going to land. 1 run is going to score. They're going to wave the second home. The throw is going to be bobbled by the third baseman, and Douglas takes the lead. That's going to be a single, and the runners will advance on the throw. Stolen scored, as did Sherritt. Hansen got to third. And Kwok with a 2 RBI single. Making it a 2-1 score. And now Callback to hit. Swings to the first pitch she sees at her forehead for strike 1. 2 runs in, 2 runners on, both in scoring position, 1 away. And the 0-1. Fastball caught the outside corner, 0-2. Henson, the runner at third. Quack, the runner at second. The 0-2. Swing on and grounded to second. They're going to go to first for the out, and another run will score as Hansen crosses home plate. So sacrifice hits. 4-3 on the putout. And there's 2 gone with a runner at third for Douglas. Big inning for the Royals. And Clausen had been superhuman up to this point. And fires a strike on the outer half of the plate. 0-1. So 0-1. Quack at third. And a ball upstairs, 1-1. Casey Guru, the hitter. So far today, Guru's 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout. Swung on and fouled back, and the count goes to 1-2. Flew out to left field in her most recent at-bat. One and 2. Pitch on the way. Clausen misses high with the fastball. Deuces are wild here in the top half of inning number 5. 2-2 with 2 away. So Spokane, a little work to do now. 3-1 the count. The 2-2 pitch. Hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call. Got her looking, and that's going to retire the side. But the damage has been done. 3 runs come across to score, and they do so on only 1 hit in the inning. No errors, and 1 runner left on base.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
And be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
And on we go to the home fifth now. Spokane finds themselves trailing 3-1. And it's going to be the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up against Pod Scanley. First pitch taken for a called strike. Again, the hitter right now, Huckhalter. And the 0-1 offering from Pod Scanley. Swung on and beaten towards second base. Going to be played by Hanson. Throw to first is in plenty of time, and there's one gone. And Spokane needing to get something going. Here comes the top of the order with Raylene Nahulu. Nahulu today is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out to her credit. And the highest batting average this year for Spokane at .432. Takes ball one. And Pod Scanley working with a lead now for Douglas. And the 1-0 pitch, check swing, and no swing, 2-0, no appeal to first base. And now there's an appeal, and no, says the first base umpire, 2-0. So the 2-0 offering on the way now to Nahulu. Taken for a called strike, 2-1. So 2-1 the count. No one on, one away on the ground out of Huckhalter. Ground ball to second. Henson with it again. Throws to first and plenty of time, and 2 gone. Busy over there at second base today has been Hanson. And that will bring up Tabitha Bartolo. Reached base on a single and came around to score back in the third. Pitch on the way, takes a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. In the 6th inning, it'll be 7, 8, and 9 due up for Douglas. 0-1 pitch. That'll be taken upstairs to knot the count up 1-1. Pod Scanley into her motion. A little looper in there for a base hit. And Bartolome has her second base hit of the day. So that's going to give Gracie Olson an opportunity to hit. She tripled in a run in her last at bat. And Gracie Olson with 3 long balls on the year. And the first pitch, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. The count 0-1, about 1.5 miles ahead of it was Olson. Anstrom waiting on deck. And the 0-1 upstairs. And it looked like they were going to try a snap throw to first. Instead, Bartolome gets back. And now the 1-1, Pod Scanley. Upstairs, 2-1. And the last thing you want to do if you're Douglas is give life to Spokane, especially when you've got the momentum in your favor. The 2-1. Swung on. There's a fly ball. Deep center field. Warning track wall. That ball is gone. And we are tied here in the 5th inning. 2-run home run for Olsen. And we got ourselves a brand new ball game here in the 5th. My goodness. And now Anstrom will come to the plate. Spokane doing a dandy of a job responding after getting a couple, 3 runs scored off them. And now Anstrom will try to keep it rolling here in the 5th. Swing, ground ball towards second. That's going to be an error on Hansen. So reaching base on the error is Anstrom. And now Angie Porcayo will get the opportunity to hit. Drew a walk in her latest plate appearance, is 0 for 1 officially with a lineouts to Hansen at second. And the offering on the way from Pod Scanley. Off-speed pitch, missing low and away, 1-0. Lori Jones, the on-deck hitter. And the 1-0 pitch. Caught the inside corner, 1-1. And Porcayo, .359 batting average, .512 on base percentage. A 1-1. Called strike right down the pipe. And now 1-2. Runner on first base is Anstrom. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, knotting things up, 2-2. Anstrom, 6 for 7 in stolen base attempts this season. And the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Porcayo down on strikes, and the side is retired, but 2 runs come in to score on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 runner left on base. 3-3 after 5 complete.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
More than 48,000 service members have been physically wounded during the military conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. An estimated 400,000 are living with the invisible wounds of war, including post-traumatic stress disorder, major depression, and traumatic brain injury. The NWAC is honored to have a Wounded Warrior Project veteran at today's games. The NWAC is rallying behind Wounded Warrior Project, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to honor and empower wounded warriors. Wounded Warrior Project connects to more than 100,000 wounded warriors. To get involved and learn more, visit woundedwarriorproject.org. Please join us in recognizing the veterans in attendance and the service and sacrifice they've provided to our country.
On we go to inning number 6 now, as we have ourselves a brand new ball game, and all set to lead off is going to be Caitlin Redmond replacing Kiana Olsen. And first pitch to Redmond, a fastball catching the middle of the plate. They count no balls and 1 strike. Caitlin Redmond batting .396 on the year, had 4 home runs. takes ball one down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Redmond came in and is playing first base now for Douglas. And the 1-1 pitch swung on. There's a laser in the center. Diving catch made in center field by Bartolo. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Hannah Maynard. Maynard today is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Reached base on that strikeout, however, back in inning number 2. And a pitch on the way from Clausen. Fastball just missing below the knees. 1 ball and no strikes to count. And waiting on deck is Stolen. 1-0. Inside, and that hit her. Second hit batter of the day for Clausen. It's a runner on base with 1 away. It's going to bring up Brooke Stolen, who walked and later scored in the 5th inning, struck out in the 2nd. Pitch on the way. Swing, and there's a line drive that is fair down the right field line. Around second base. They're going to wave her home. Throws coming into first, and they're going to hold the runners up last second. So a double by Stolen puts Maynard at third. And here comes the top of the Royals batting order. I'll bring Casey Wright up to the plate. She's going to take ball 1 to kick off this at-bat. She's 0 for 2 officially today with a strikeout, a ground out, and a walk. And the 1-0 on the way. Swing, line drive, can't be hauled in at third. It's a fair ball, and the bases will be loaded. So back-to-back hits, and the Royals have the bases full again, and here comes Emily Sherritt.
Batting next for the Royals, number 5, Emily Sherritt.
Sherritt looking at a huge RBI opportunity for Douglas. Pitch on the way. Fastball catching the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Clausen wasting no time. Ball outside. Olympic with their backs against the wall in the elimination game, trailing Edmonds 5-4 in the 7th inning. And the 1-1 to Sherritt. Swung on, grounded toward third. Can't make the stop, and the tag at third is there. So they're able to get 1 out as the run will come in to score on the fielder's choice. Stolen is put out there. It's going to be 6 unassisted for out number 2. And now Janessa Hansen, the opportunity to hit. With 2 on base, Douglas reclaiming the lead, 4-3. And pitch on the way to Hansen. Swing, line drive, foul. Then the left field line. Nearly taking its toll on Kelsey Lawson. Or Kelsey Lawrence out there at third. No balls and 1 strike, a loud strike that would have scored at least 1 had it been fair. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So we'll have to see how Spokane responds after another run comes across to score. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and the side is retired. But not before one run comes in to score, and they do so on 2 hits. No errors, and 2 runners left on. Home 6th after this, 4-3 Douglas.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn & Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
Home half of inning number 6 coming your way now as Douglas has found themselves with a 4-3 lead. And it's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up for Spokane, beginning with Laurie Jones. 0 for 2 today and takes a called strike to kick things off. 2 flyouts, 1 to center and 1 to right. And now the 0-1 offering from Pod Scanley. And North Idaho and Clackamas to do battle on field 1 next as the 0-1 pitch misses outside, 1-1. And North Idaho ranked number 4 as the 1-1 pitch the fastball called strike 2. They'll be taking on the number 12 seed Clackamas, who knocked out the number 5 seed Centralia in the first round. 1-2. Swing and a ground ball towards shortstop. Fielded by Sherritt. Throw to first is in time. And there's one gone. It's going to bring back up Melina Mendoza, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout to her name so far. And the pitch on the way from Pod Scanley. Fastball called, strike 1. Boy, a dandy of a contest here on field 1, 4-3. We have a final score as Edmonds takes down Olympic 5-4. Off speed, missing outside. So Edmonds advances to play the winner of this game. And the 1-1 on the way. Fastball called, strike 2 on the outer corner. 1-2 with 1 away. Meanwhile, Big Bend and Columbia Basin tied in the 6th inning. The 1-2 swung on, grounded, foul down the first base line. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Winners play on field 5 tomorrow. Swung on and rifled foul to the right side. And 1-2 the count remains. Again, one more broadcasted game for you. North Idaho Clackamas. And the 1-2 from Pod Scanley. Off speed, missing high. And the count knots up at 2-2. Now big 2-2 pitch. On deck is Pironi, and hang the K backwards. Strike 3 call, got her looking. 2 down, and here comes Brooklyn Pironi, who's 0 for 2 with a ground ball and a strikeout to her credit. And loser of this contest will play the winner of the LCC Skagit game, set to go later tonight. Swung on, and here's a foul backward from Pironi. Oh, and 1. Pitch on the way, swung on and beaten into the Spokane dugout. Count 0-2. In Mount Hood, Wenatchee Valley, Columbia Basin, and Big Bend all playing for survival. 0-2 pitch, swung on and fouled away again to the left side. So Pironi gonna need to do some battle here. 0-2. In the 7th inning, Douglas will have their 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and beaten foul once more to the Spokane dugout. So 0-2, the count remains. See if Pod Scanley tries to waste a pitch here. 0-2. And up high. 1-2. Into the count, quality at bat by Pironi. Swung on, there's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Throw to first in time. And on we go to inning number 7. Douglas leading 4-3.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
On to inning number 7. We go as the Douglas Royals cling to a 4-3 lead. And Shelby Quack is all set to lead off for Douglas. Pitch on the way from Clausen. Fastball missing upstairs. The count, 1 ball and no strikes. And one final score as Edmonds defeats Olympic 5-4. 1-0 pitch downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Last chance for Douglas to add on some insurance before going into the home 7th. Spokane, a very scrappy team. The 2-0 pitch swung on and foul tip back into the glove of Porcayo. 2 balls and 1 strike. Into her motion she goes, the 2-1. Swung on high, pop up right side. First baseman Olsen calling for it, and she'll make the grab. Correction, that is Redmond. And now McKinley Callback will come to the plate. A pop out of Kwok. Callback 0 for 2 has also been hit by a pitch and swings and misses at her first offering. 0-1. Kayleigh Huntley waiting on deck. 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Good pitch from Clausen. So 0-2 the count, and now a quick conversation down the third baseline. And now everything looks okay. Unsure what they wanted to discuss here, but the count's still 0-2. Huntley waiting on deck. And now, settling everything back in, Clausen into the circle. Sun beginning to disappear behind the trees. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back. The count remains 0-2. And our last broadcasted game of the day will be under the lights here at the Dwight Merkel Sports Complex. Absolutely perfect evening for softball. It's the 0-2. Swung on and grounded to third. Played by Olsen. Throw across is in time to Mendoza. And there's 2 gone. So 1 more out for Douglas to add on some insurance to this lead. And it's going to be Kayleigh Huntley coming to the dish. Her first at bat today. Huntley, sophomore, hitting .345, 16 RBI, takes ball 1. Huntley, a very quick runner, 7 for 8 in stolen bases. And 2 away, swing and a miss, strike 1, 1-1 the count. Again, it's not too uncommon. You see pitching performances like this. Softball players' arms can last forever. It's a more natural throwing motion. As she's just thrown her 129th pitch of this ball game. Again, it's not uncommon to see that. And you'll also see pitchers like this throwing in back-to-back games on the same day because they can just throw like that forever. The 2-1. Downstairs, 3-1 the count. Two away, Huntley the hitter. Redmond on deck. The 3-1. Right down the middle, called strike, so full count, 2 out. And Huntley classified as a flare hitter. And the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So one last chance for Spokane to tie or win this ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Home seventh after this. 4-3 Douglas.
We see you. Be your resourceful self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Home half of inning number 7. It is do or die time for Spokane, trailing 4-3 of the Douglas Royals. Winner will advance to play Edmonds tomorrow at 12:30. See, first pitch is a called strike. And it's going to be the 9-1 and 2 hitters due up, beginning with Hochhalter. The 0-1 pitch from Podscanley swung on and hit high and deep to right, but way foul. Count 0-2. Hochhalter, Nahulu, and Bartolo due up in the half inning for Spokane as they try to keep their A bracket hopes alive. And Podscanley surrendered 1 run in the third, 2 runs in the fifth. And now the 0-2 offering to Hochhalter on the way upstairs, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. The count outside, 2-2. You see there, absolute domination from Podscanley today. 89 pitches as compared to the 132. The 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 away here in the 7th.
Top of the lineup now for Spokane, up to bat number 3, Kyle Nahulu.
Back to the top of the order we go, and Riley Nahulu 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a fly out. Both ground outs to the second baseman. Swung on and tapped foul up the third baseline. The count 0-1. So 0-1 the count. On deck is Tabitha Bartolo. Take another look at what's going on around the league. Now Hood leads Wenatchee 6-0. Big Bend leads CBC. And there's diving attempt, but no good. So throw comes into first, and there's a 1-out hit. Tying run on board. A 5-2 lead for Big Bend over Columbia Basin. So Bartolom to the plate. She's 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. Representing the go-ahead run. Pitch on the way. That's a bunt down the first baseline, and she's going to beat it. 2 runners on board. for Spokane, the tying and go-ahead run. And here is Gracie Olson, responsible for all 3 runs batted in for Spokane to this point. And she has an opportunity to tie this ball game. If not, give Spokane a walk-off victory here in the 7th. Double play is in order. Anything can happen at this juncture. Should Olsen find a way on, Anstrom. Again, the tying run on second, winning run on first. And Olsen, the opportunity here, and they're going to pitch out, it seems. Going to put on Olsen, which would move the tying run to third. Looks like they'd rather take their chances with Anstrom. Ball 2. So the intentional pass being issued, which means it's going to be up to Anstrom to at least tie the ball game. The 2-0 outside as well, so now we just wait for the 4th ball here. Anstrom is 0 for 3 to this point, and the 3-0 outside, and the bases are loaded for Anstrom. Anstrom has reached base on an error, grounded out, and reached base on a fielder's choice. Infield is drawn in for a play at the plate. 1 out, bottom of the 7th, tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position. Pitch on the way. It's a called strike on the inside corner. Anstrom, the shortstop, and waiting on deck is Porcayo. Pitch on the way, missing outside. 1-1. And Spokane threatening here in the home 7th. The 1-1. High and away, 2 balls and a strike. A walk here would tie the game. And Mount Hood takes down Wenatchee. Ground ball towards second, and they're going to get one. Throw to second, and in time, a double play, and Douglas escapes by the skin of their teeth and advances to A bracket play, the unassisted double play. And that is how this game will come to an end. Final score of 4-3 in favor of Douglas. We will see them tomorrow. One more game here on Field 1. North Idaho Clackamas coming your way soon. Until then, from all of us here at the NWAC, I'm Wes Tucker. See you soon, everybody.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Baden, the official ball of you.
Fans, don't forget to check out the official tournament merchandise for t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/nwac. Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports, and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more.